And we're back. A lifetime of conversations. Robert?
Yes, sir.
Don't call me sir. I'm old enough.
I call little kids sir.
That's weird.
No, like when a little kid opens the door for me, I'm like, thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't walk up and say, excuse me, sir, could you please give me directions to the whorehouse? Like, I talk to kids the way I think that they should talk to grown-ups when they grow up.
Oh, no. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I guess I would say if I gave an age after 6, you got to speak to them like adults. Now you usually slow down, use choice smaller words, but it doesn't mean that you have to, who's our big boy? Like, they're not a fucking dog. They actually understand what you're saying if you just slow down and talk to them. Yeah. And they always have that, like, think about being a kid, which we really don't. You're always looking up at every adult. It's like everyone towers above you, even other kids and shit. And you always have that frightened look in your eyes.
Yeah, and even if you
get
see
down
a
to
midget,
their level,
you're like, wait
talk
a
to
minute.
them like a person. Except if it's like a little person, that's really insulting.
Oh, by the way, Google Mike Tyson thinks that a little person is a baby. Just Google that. Everybody. They're on a radio show.
Listen,
Mike Tyson.
that's what happens when you get punched in the head just a few too many times
Well,
with a low IQ to begin with.
The guy is a beep M word replaced. What? No, the guy. Okay, so it's a.
Unbelievable.
Was that bad or something? But okay, so Mike Tyson's in the studio. There's like a midget guy there, and he's picking him up and hugging him like he thinks he's a little kid.
That's what I'm saying. How insulting is that? I mean, really.
He didn't mean it.
Like, you're a grown adult. You're 40 years old, right? Let's just say
Mike
35,
Tyson is kissing
and this
you.
Giant person is hugging you like a rag doll. It's like you want to send
God,
helpers.
he's so cute. I just want to
Not a fucking
snuggle.
elf, dickbag. Put me down, you ass.
Come on, you want to go 12?
I never really deep voice. They either have a really deep voice or like one of those, I don't want to say midget voice, this little person voice is like, hey,
like one of
put me
these.
down. Yeah, like, terrible.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Just sing one of many songs in Wizard of Oz. You will understand.
how did we start and immediately tangent? It was like we were going straight for
know,
like 10
right?
feet and we took like a sharp left into no man's land.
And we're men, so we're not going to ask for directions. That's for damn sure.
Oh, fuck that.
I know where
got
I am.
Google.
Yeah, right.
No, man, Google Maps. Follow the blue line. They'll take you home. So I did have some exciting news. Even when I posted on Facebook, it's like, I've had a lot of jobs in my life, but changing careers is different, especially when the older you get. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy to like start something new because it's like each time you're like just hitting the reset. It's like if you had a kid again after raising a kid, it's like, that's it. 18 years, reset.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That's insane,
Yeah.
right? But I did get pretty much the dream job that I've always wanted ever since I was a kid. And, I never had an ability. And it's like, people are like, well, you could have done it. It's like, yeah, I could have, but I would have had it. I couldn't sacrifice then, right? Because, like, you either had too much bills, they didn't pay enough, or the opportunity wasn't there. A lot of the time, it's just, choice opportunity. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, so I'm working. I'm working as a wildlife gamekeeper.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I work with rhinos and zebras. It is absolutely insane. It is amazing. It's a lot of work too. Like when you look at those people, you're like, they don't get paid enough, and they don't. No one does. Because the work is far outstrips. But you do it for all the reasons.
Right. It's impossible to pay somebody enough to do that.
It's not in a lot of ways. Man, it's rewarding. I'll tell you that. Especially to work with white rhinos. Actually. Day to day, like every day, study behavior, follow them around, take care of them. You're cleaning up after them, but it's pretty amazing. Yeah. I didn't really know where to go with this because it's like it's only been like a month and a half.
Right.
So,
well, what time do they get up at any? What's their sleep schedule?
oh well, I don't know. We don't. We don't go wake them up like time to wake up, rhinos.
Oh, come on,
Yeah, like
Dave!
stretching.
It's Saturday.
No, they're up, man. They have a pattern just like everyone else. Like whether they're fed in the morning, they leave. They're let out at 10. Mm-hmm. They come in at 5. They know their schedule. For the most part, and then whatever they do during the day is their own little thing. And pretty much, I'm just driving around watching them cleaning up. It's a lot of bales of hay. You think about what it takes to feed horses. Now, like triple it, quadruple it with this 14 rhinos. It's a lot. It's a lot. Plus the 51 zebras. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, but it's great. The people are amazing. The work is good, and I get to work with my kid, which is really cool. Get to carpool with her. Yeah, and it's local. I like working local. Always have. You know, like wherever you live, you should work local because then it's like you're part of the community. Even though you sometimes feel like you're on the outskirts of it, or maybe you just moved here, but at least you're part of the community. You know, working like an hour away, you're just working.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
Like you don't work where you live.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also easier to get there.
Yeah. So that's so funny that they have the rhinos and the zebras together in one place.
They're the only ones that can. Well, the rhinos are rough because they're a pretty specific animal. Like you know, everyone's like, "Oh, that must be dangerous." It's like they're not dangerous because they're malicious. They're dangerous because they're 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Like like when they turn to scratch something, that could be the equivalent of you getting punched by Mike Tyson,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Or a midget being punched by Mike Tyson.
That's right. Come here, you bastard. It's
Come
me,
here, kid.
It's me, the rhino. Please, Mikey, don't hit me.
But you spend a lot of the time just keeping them away from cars, getting too close. You know, and you can't be out of your vehicle around them, which is, you know, it's basic. You know, they're wild animals.
Right.
And the zebras, strangely enough, they're the only ones that can tolerate each other. So the zebras are, they're kind of rough animals. They don't tolerate too much in their territory, and they're horses.
Right.
Yeah, they're, you know, equestrian, equine. I don't know how. Equine. But when you look at them, they're like just mini. They always remind me of like
in my head. Oh, zebra, you're equine. It blows my mind. Hey, zebra.
now that song's gonna be stuck in my head.
Good. It's a fine one. I just wrote it.
They remind me of like back alley muggers. Like they come out of car, like they'll look at you and just stare through you, and you just like give me your money, fool. You know.
A back alley mugger. Wow. Yeah. Can you imagine that? Actually being like mugged in a back alley. Some guy with a hoodie, old school 1980s hoodie.
No, I don't want to. I stayed a lot away from back alleys in New York when I went.
Yeah. But I would be like, oh my God, is this really happening to me? Hold on, I'm gonna get my wallet. I can't believe it. I've seen this on TV like a million times.
And then, but even that works. I mean, people, what do they take from you now? Like, I don't have any cash.
Yeah, right.
I don't have any cash, and I have like $1 or $2 in my car.
Yeah. And by the way, there's cameras everywhere.
But even on top of that, so you took my wallet, right, which had my stuff in it, like let's say, you know, my credit cards, and then you left. Even if you took my cell phone, I immediately went and canceled all my stuff.
Well, no.
So what'd you get?
Well, the burglar will tell you. All right, turn around.
Burglar?
Yeah, the burglar.
Like the Hamburglar?
But the wallet burglar. He's going to tell you to turn around, close your eyes, and count to 100 before you do anything.
And what, he's going to just binge on Amazon at that moment?
Yeah.
Like, where's he sending it?
I don't know.
Because then I'll just track that.
You better count to 100 quickly. And then call the police.
Really, just take it because I don't want to die. You
Yeah,
know, then,
right.
I don't want you crazed maniac when you shoot me on accident.
Right.
But sure, yeah. It'd be more funny if a zebra actually did it. But
That would be amazing. Nobody would ever believe you. The zebra would get away. He'd look at
He
you every
would.
day. Every day. He'd be
I
like
swear, he was
smiling.
stripes.
No, it was this
Sure,
exact
this
zebra.
police composite is a zebra.
Yes, it's this
telling you.
specific one right here.
And actually, you can tell their stripes are like fingerprints.
yeah.
We have a book to tell them apart. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Like you have to actually find the zebra. It's like the worst game of Where's Fucking Waldo ever.
Does anybody have it memorized?
No.
No?
God, no. And if they did, they probably wouldn't tell anybody because that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, you could do like a handful of like the ones you know, and some of them are more specific, but not by patterns. No, it's crazy. That's why you have a book.
But then you have to do like mnemonic devices. I remember Jerry, and you know what? Jerry hangs out with Steve.
Okay, I get it, but we have a book. I mean, and again, why do you need to know them all? You know?
Oh, what if you want to say hi when you drive it past them?
Sure, you just say hi. Hey,
Bill.
zebras. Just make it plural.
It's just
not
a little
singular.
It's the personal touch that matters. But whatever, you can do whatever you want to do. You want to use your book, fucking fine. Use your book. All right, what else? Shoot down my idea.
It's fine.
Can you imagine some Rain Man work there? Yeah, that's Bill. Definitely Bill.
There are 365,700 animals.
Or do you know, it'd be cool, like have an app where the camera scans all of them and like Shazam for music, it just and it
I
puts their names up.
suggested this. I'm like, I don't. They would. That's definitely
Like
a thing.
facial recognition.
Yes, that's definitely a thing. Well, they have pattern recognition for
pattern
animals. I mean, they
recognition,
use it for a lot of stuff. Like giraffes each have their own pattern, right?
Sure.
Their color and their shape pattern are like zebras. They're
Mm-hmm.
all unique and different. But the difference with, I think, the giraffes is basically the certain shapes and patterns and colors are based off of region. So, like, this is a southern giraffe. This is a northern. They're environmental. But yeah, I said the same thing. I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, it all goes back to this is how we've always done it, and it's expensive. So you're supposed to know this stuff anyway. You got to know the animals that you work with, and it takes a while. I think that's my
Hey, you're
hardest.
telling me I'm the guy that wants you to memorize their names. So
Yeah,
believe
you,
me, I
you
get
give
it.
me a phonetic test over here for remembering Bob, Dick, and Harry.
Yeah. That one is Dimitri. No, damn it.
The rhinos we have to know though. Like I have to know all of them, and I can get like 3/4 of them. But at least they have horns that are different, and you can tell. But yeah, it's a fantastic job. Like I said, the people I work with are really amazing. They work very hard and they care a lot, a lot. And you kind of have to, And I guess you don't have to, but it's better that you do, which is nice. Yeah, so it's exciting. My whole life, dude. Like going to school. I went to animal care in high school, and then got hives the entire time.
Yeah, that's
Did I ever
right.
tell you
Yeah.
those stories?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I mean, it's terrible. And then I got a job. Remember BGA's Jungle?
Yeah,
I got a job right out of there, right out of high school.
I remember.
And I was like, yeah, right? Fuck those hives.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the school, because it's possible. Maybe it was, just something. Maybe it was old. Maybe it was asbestos. Who knows? It was a New York BOCES school.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest. But, yeah, second day, hives head to toe. And I've been there over a month and a half, and I haven't even gotten a bug bite, let alone hives.
Well, the bugs probably are like, man, this guy smells like zebra piss.
Oh my god! I have
what it did to
never
his
come
shoes.
home smelling so bad ever in all of my jobs. I've worked in kitchens where we've worked with like seafood, rotten garbage, shifting through garbage, doing dishwashers like runs. I've never smelled so bad as I have now. And it's okay because everyone smells prospectively bad of their animal area. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you work with the hoof stock, you're going to smell like, hoof shit.
Yeah, so
type
you
stuff.
just be walking and someone walks past you like, hey, monkey cage. they're like Mr. Rhinoceros.
Smells like giraffe over here.
What region? Hold on. That's a northern region. You see the colors and the spots.
Why are they all cheech?
Sorry, man. All right.
Funny.
It's a northern rhino.
No, it's
man.
fine. Or was it Chong? I don't know. Yeah.
No, Chong is. Actually, do you know Chong is?
I tell you, Chong is.
Well, it's important. He really is Chinese. I thought they were both Mexican.
Wait, he's Asian?
Yeah, his dad is
No,
like
he's not.
his dad is like
100%?
no, his mom
50.
is yeah,
He's
his
like-
mom is
Oh.
like English or something, but his dad is like Mr. Lee Chinese, like makes your
Lee.
fried rice in front of you. Sorry about that out there, guys, but I am wearing a Kika Man T-shirt, so I am protected. You can't do shit to me. I'm supporting him.
That's funny. I did not know that. Well, that's a lot like
I just found this out.
Remember the old
I
commercial?
just got the news. I'm
Just found this. I gotta tell you, this just in. Breaking news.
Dave, you sitting down?
Chong!
It's actually Chinese. Oh boy, me Robo Cheech and Chong. Happy hour.
Then I always go like, but is he American? He's like, yeah, he's
Yo,
American.
he's
All right, so
American.
then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, apple pie.
Remember the old commercials back in the day of like there was litter on the side of the street, and then like someone you would drive by in a car and someone would throw a cup out, and then it panned up to the Indian, and he was like with a tear.
Yeah, the tear fell out of his eye.
He was Italian,
Yeah, I know.
just a big Italian guy. He was an actor,
Yep, he was an actor.
and I'm like, you couldn't just get a Native American guy to play the role. You had to like denigrate the whole point of it, and it didn't come out until later that anybody really gave a crap because apparently we're still littering, and now we make more garbage than the world's ever seen.
First of all, the commercial was complete bullshit. It was propaganda anyway.
Sure, but you're trying.
It was made by the mafia. Is why
Made by the mafia.
Yeah, so they actually
Don't fucking litter.
They did have an Italian.
We got the contract. We're with the Teamsters.
No, they had a real Indian. And the guy was crying and everything. He was really upset when he saw the littering. And the guy's like, you know what? I'm buying it. Get this guy here. Hold on. Put some makeup on me. I'm going to be the
Where's
Indian.
Tommy? Tommy, look, this fucking guy put some hair on him. He looks like an Indian.
Jesus,
Mama
Gavucci, look at this guy.
My grandfather used to call Indians Injuns. Like he was a cowboy from 1812. And I'm like, Pop, what are you talking about? The Indians. And we don't even say that anymore. Like, no, they're Native Americans. Oh, they're first people. Okay, fine. Whatever the PC term is, but Indian. They're... I gotta use the turlet.
Did he use the word tarnation?
No, he used other racial slurs.
No, tarnation isn't racial.
Well, no, he just used others.
What in tarnation? Get these engines off my property.
Yeah. So I don't know how. Again, sharp left, tangent road takes us where we want to go.
Oh, I have a.
Let's Google Earth our way back. I really don't have much more to say about it.
I was thinking about teaching in Italian, like a course. Like,
wait, what?
Like high school, like teach Italian in the high school. Or
Wait, are you talking about New York? Italian American,
Yes.
Or
no,
the actual language of Italian? I'm pretty sure you don't speak Italian.
I'm gonna tell them. Of course I do. Non deixarno faticar perché non li sa gradir.
That's it. That's all you know.
Pioggia vento sopportar mangiar male mal dormir. Voglio fare il galantuomo. It's Mozart.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay, caro galantuomo. Oh, I don't want to get sued by his family. It's 500 years old.
So wait, go ahead. Go with this.
Oh, no. So I was thinking of words, like how to make it. Like if you don't like somebody, you would say, look at this friggin'. And then... Okay, so now there's like, I have like Cheech, Mara, and then D, and then boom, and there's one in the end, so you just put whatever one's together. Hey, would you get a look at this friggin' Pach Galu? Or Chicha Marin, this friggin' Chicha Marin over here.
Like I said, that's a New York Italian American.
And you can just make up your own.
Sure. I mean, it's not...
You roll the dice. Like it's like Dungeons and Guineas. Roll the dice. Okay. You walk up to this friggin' Chooch and you ask him, where the fuck are my money?
That's kind of funny. That would actually make a fun board game.
Yeah.
Like a fun game.
The monster says, if I don't give you your money, what the hell are you going to fucking do about it? Roll the dice. You're going to break his fucking knees.
My grandmother used to call me, she used to call us a shadrool.
That's a drool, an idiot. Yeah.
Cucumber is really what it means, which I really don't understand. I'm like, are they a dumb vegetable? Like, like cucumbers, they're the ones that make all the mistakes in the vegetable garden.
Yep.
I never...
And a Mama Luke. Mama Luke, it sounds like a dog.
No, man, I said Mama Luke, not Mama Duke.
Mama Duke.
That's Sunday morning cartoons. Cartoons.
Hey, that dog is a freaking gavone.
I think that's the one we're allowed to get away with. Like, I can do the New York Italian accent, even though, like, oh, you're Italian? I'm like, well, no, I'm American.
Yeah.
American Italian, sure, but not really. And I really don't talk like that. I mean, I have a New York accent, but I don't speak like I'm from Brooklyn.
No, we can turn it on.
But it's fun, yeah. Like, it's fun to turn it on thick.
Yeah, at least ours will be authentic because we know how to do it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So anyway, yeah, I was just wanted to... I mean, I think the only reason I brought it up more so is not only that I'm excited about pursuing a career I spent so many years on a sideline, just learning, reading, watching documentaries, like studying facts, and just I love animals. I love the fascination of all wildlife and nature, and it's just nice to be in the loop for once. You know, like I was Alice looking through the glass for so long. Just I took a step right in, fell into a big pile of mud and hay. But it's great. It's good stuff, man. Yeah, hopefully more to come. More stories. I'm just careful. I don't know what I'm not allowed to say.
Right.
I mean, I could talk generally.
Yeah, I'm just talking about animals. You know, you haven't fallen in love or anything. God forbid you get hurt doing something like that.
Fun.
Tragedy at the park today. What started out as meaningless flirtation has ended in disaster.
You know, it was kind of cool. Marlene came with her, her high school teacher, Mrs. Barr, who was married to Rabbi, and Rabbi actually married us. Mm-hmm. And everybody always goes, "You Jewish?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, why were you married by a rabbi? I'm like, why does it matter? Number one, did he legally marry us? Yes. Great. And he was a wonderful man, and it was his present. We didn't pay anybody to get married for us. You know, you have to usually pay a justice of the peace or donate to the Catholic Church or some garbage.
Right.
No, he did it as a present, and because my wife knew him. So she lives right here in Palm Beach Gardens.
Oh, that's nice.
Like she had, after Rabbi passed, she has a condo over there. So they came down for Christmas with the Chimps, which was pretty awesome. The Primates team over there spends a lot of time, and even they had kids from the local schools wrapping gifts for the Chimps, and they put them out on the islands as presents, and they have like orange peels and treats and stuff, and some of them have stuffed animals, and the Chimps go fucking literal ape shit over tearing up these presents, and they got two of them. They got one present in their foot holding on, another one climbing up a ladder within the mouth, and two in the hands, and they go up, and it's crazy.
Wow.
And we all got to sit on the chairs and on the island and actually watch them. It was really cool.
That's cool. Did they know that you guys give them to them? Obviously, they know it comes
They've
from
been
you.
doing it for like 40-something years.
Yeah, so they know that the gifts come from God. The gods bring them to us.
Well,
Right? I mean, isn't that?
I don't
That's
think the animals have a concept of the gods, but they
you guys are the gods. They provide
understand,
water.
They
and
understand
food and medicine.
what it means. And it made me wonder too. Like they can't know the exact day, but they probably see the behavior or the decoration, or they see it coming. They must,
of course,
because chimps are way smarter than most people give them credit for.
Hell yeah,
they work hard. Those people. That's a hard.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And it's pretty wild.
Hell yeah, like us. So the chimps.
Santa was there too.
Really?
Took pictures of Santa.
Holy crap, that's cool. I figured he'd be busy, but whatever.
Okay. Oh, on a lighter note, all right.
Are you serious, Clark?
I got it. See, this I don't even know where. Now you want to talk about left turn tangent? I'm taking a right turn tangent. These mysterious drones in New Jersey. Okay, what do you think?
I think. Oh, speaking. Okay,
'Cause-
and on the topic of drones, remember we had the thing where you were like, I was like, I love the explosions in the sky, and you're like, we should have drone fireworks.
Yes,
Did
the drone shows.
Did you see what happened with the drone firework display?
No.
They start. One of them, something happened with the wind, and they started falling and plummeting to earth. This one kid had to have open heart surgery. A 7-year-old kid.
Because the drone hit him?
Dude, these things are like this big.
Yeah, they're big enough.
And they're flying out of the sky.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
wow,
almost
I have to
killed
look-
this
I did
kid.
not hear that.
And it happened right down here.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure, there's always.
They were plummeting into the lake and stuff. It was crazy. And it was like the number one people that do this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
only a few companies that do the really large ones, and it's like when it's
a
over a
freak
few
accident.
hundred or 1,000 or something, that's insane. That's an insane amount of drones in the sky.
And
But yeah,
stuff
I mean,
happens, you
and
know.
this is what cracks me up is like everyone how many of those went on and that didn't happen, but then the moment it does,
Yeah, of course.
But
yeah.
could a firework plummet down and
Happens all
blow
the
up a
time.
child?
It happens all the time.
Right? Like, I mean, more people probably get hurt from fireworks than drones anyway.
Yep.
But I'm not trying to.
That's
That's crazy because actually, now that you said that, I'm going to look this up.
Yeah.
I want to find the news report.
As a matter of fact, when it comes to the Chinese making fireworks that hit children, it's China 912, baby 0.
Yeah, definitely 0.
I know it took a while to tell that pathetic jokes. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be good.
But so
Robert 0.
we don't. I mean, there are drones all over anyway, right? Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
have
the
you
New
seen some of
Jersey
these,
drones.
the videos of people's phones and people looking at them? Now they're saying that they're car-sized, right? That's a really big drone, and there are car-sized drones, but not a
Yeah,
lot.
they're called helicopters.
No.
Fucking what the hell?
Like they have them, but there's not a lot of them because number one, they're fucking expensive, and then people are like, oh, but they're trying to hide. I'm like, they're not hiding anything. They're flashing green, red, and white.
Yeah, they're on the news.
If they wanted to hide, they wouldn't have any lights on at all. They don't need lights to fly.
Yeah, they would do it in the middle of nowhere.
Right. Or even if they would just turn them off, then you wouldn't be able to see them.
Or if I was in charge of the government, like if I was like the big cheese, I'd be like, hey, do you know what we should do, guys? Hey, fly these things over New Jersey. Come on, just for a few weeks. Let's see what would happen.
But they're saying that all the FCC, there were no flight paths. They couldn't track them. You know, they don't know who they are. They don't know what they are. And I'm just
Okay, so who don't
it's
know
just
what they are?
Everyone. They went straight from the Pentagon to the to local law enforcement. It was over. They were over a Navy base at one point, and they're like, "It's a concern for us," and they didn't shoot down one of these things. You know, and I get that too because then okay, let's say you shoot a drone down. It's like you were just saying, drone falls out of the sky. You know, could land on a kid. Right, more open heart surgery.
So before you shoot the drone, you go, look out, kids.
4. It's like golf. You know, there's accidents there too.
Oh, Jesus, the
But
poor
no,
little guy should have listened.
Trying to look into this because I mean, I know everybody wants some kind of secretive conspiratorial answer, and even when they the government said no, this isn't ours. And then, like, the one comment I remember out of all the comments I looked, is the guy goes, if the government said they're not theirs, they're probably theirs.
Of course.
Right? And you're like, okay, fine. But what do you think? Like, and why is it such a big deal?
It's a big deal because people like to sensationalize things.
Like, this is the first time they ever looked up? They've probably been there the whole time. It's like that movie, Don't Look Up. Like, it really ends, it's a real life, like, everyday, like, maybe they did it for that reason. Look, that movie was right.
Yeah.
People are just dumb. But I don't know. I tried looking into it. I couldn't find anything that was believable. And then they're talking about perception. Like, when you see something really far away, how do you know how big it really is?
Right.
Like, we lose our perception of size after something like 30 meters.
If you don't know what it is.
Right. Or even if you do, you couldn't actually guess a size.
Right.
Right? Because, I don't know, from really far away, a 747 looks like a toy airplane.
Right.
But if you compare it at distance, if that plane is like 5 times further than the drone, it looks just like the size of the plane. Like,
Yeah.
no. I mean,
Yeah, is that Venus?
I don't know. I was just curious because
I really have no idea, and
have you seen any of the videos? Because some of them are
I
good.
did.
I mean, you're like, wow, those look like drones.
yeah, they do, and
And they don't move like what they called UAPs.
right.
The air quotes here, people.
It-
UFOs.
it's to me you either know what it is right away, or you don't know what it is.
What was that one elected official from Jersey? I don't remember what state it was that actually said
Chris
it.
Christie?
One of the guys goes, they're coming from a mothership over the ocean from Iran. And
What?
A mothership of like what? So why can't we find the mothership? Like if the drones are hard to spot, wouldn't the mothership be easier to spot?
Yeah.
And isn't Google Earth pointing like everywhere all the time forever? And we don't know what any of these things are.
Yeah, right.
That guy retracted that, by the way. Mothership releasing drones.
What did he do? Did he
Hey,
put,
this is fucking Independence Day. What are you talking about?
what did he put at the end? LOL.
No, he was like, this was a statement, like a news conference statement. Like, I watched the whole thing. I'm going, what? Like,
Okay,
you can't
well-
really think that. Someone elected you?
Yeah, this
Buddy,
person needs to be mentally evaluated.
where's your PR guy? Because he's definitely got to go over your notes before you go on stage.
Well, now I gotta look this up because that is
No, look it up. It's funny.
frigging ridiculous.
Yeah, and some of the stuff that these are, let's say, professional, elected, or professional officials, they don't have answers. And this is what's even worse. It'd be one thing if you're going to tell me that the Navy, the Air Force, the Pentagon, the government, and every official in every police department in states don't know what it is. How can you not track these things? Aren't they radio signals? So wouldn't they be able to just? And they couldn't get one down to figure it out. Like you look on the side, it says Nissan. You're like, oh,
Oh, the S model. Nice.
and I get the drone thing because it's not a bunch of people buying Walmart drones. flying
No.
around. That's not how it works.
No, it's not a
These
flash
are
mob.
These
Yeah,
are
this is-
thousands of dollars, maybe even like $5,000 to $10,000 drones. They're big enough and long enough to be up there for like 40 minutes because drones don't last that long. It's just why, and for what reason? Publicity stunt, like sensational stunt testing. Why?
I don't know.
I know, this is what cracks me out. I just don't understand.
But do you know
It
what
could be
would,
delivering packages.
do you know what would not surprise me? If they were actually drones being sent from a mothership that came from Iran. Because you know what? If
that one guy was right, I swear.
and everybody else knows it, and he's like, guys, we can't do this anymore. I'm telling America. They're like, go ahead, Bill. Tell
No
him."
one will believe you. That is the sensational,
Ooh,
ridiculous
the
story.
mothership.
That's true.
Yeah, okay.
Mothership.
Yes.
And once you say the word mothership, you've already lost credibility. Like,
Fine, guys. I'll say it's coming from one big unified ship that they all dock to. You mean a mothership? No, it's like paternal.
you said it.
It's the fathership.
Yeah, why isn't? No, because it gives birth to
Yeah,
babies.
yeah,
That's
so-
what the mothership.
So it's
If it was a seahorse ship, then the father would be giving birth to babies.
Yeah,
but
yes.
it's not. It's not. It's the mothership.
it would be like Agent Smith.
I just thought it was fun because I love technology and we don't. You know, it's funny for all the drones we have out there. They have crazy purposes nowadays. Hell, FPNL uses them to check the wires now instead of sending guys up on fucking cherry pickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's not waste all this money, time, and people's safety. We'll use a drone. Farmers use them to check land and sometimes
not to pick cherries.
no, but they do. Some of them fertilize crop certain areas. Some of them do. They'll search for. They do a lot of aerial reconnaissance. And they're simple.
Scarecrows away. Can you imagine? They probably do, right?
Yeah, but it's a hell of a thing. You have to have someone stationed where it'd be like, man.
The first crow's gonna go back to his friends. Back, guys. There was this machine flying
That's
over
not
old
a
man-
regular scarecrow, Bob.
over McNeely's farm. You guys see anything weird?
Do crows call a scarecrow like a scare human? Would that be a thing?
Wow, I don't know what they call it.
Anyway, I don't know. It kept popping up, and I had to pay attention to it. And then and then there's this really one with so then the police department sends up their own drone, right? So then okay, so they send up their own drone to look at the other drone. Now everyone's looking at drones, going, now there's another drone, and then another police department sends another drone out. So maybe they're all just looking at each other's drones, right? And I was like, when I saw that and someone said that, I'm like, that's actually plausible and stupidly simple. Much better than the mothership from Iran.
Right?
But okay.
And the next person's like, yeah, what the hell is going on up there?
And then you get people like, but why are they hovering over New Jersey? I'm like, well, because the smell is too bad on ground. Like,
Yeah, they're escaping.
I don't know. Yeah. It was stuck in my head from the other day.
But
Frickin' drone.
here's what I think: the government knows exactly what they
have
are.
to know. I don't.
I mean, we know what's happening on Kim Jong Un's table through a telescope
I know.
from a satellite.
Even a satellite looking down would still be able to give them a size, or they'd be able to track it, wouldn't they? I mean,
Yeah,
they're a
something.
drone. They're not like an F-16. They can't fly for hours, right? It has to go recharge somewhere.
Right.
And they were like, oh, they're just disappearing over to the ocean. What? No. Well, then follow it.
Yeah.
Get in a fucking helicopter and follow it,
Yeah.
right? With fucking giant spotlights. Like, if you really wanted to know, I'm pretty sure you could have found out.
Right. And do you know a drone?
Don't send another drone. Send the people in a helicopter, right?
And here's the thing: those
Or a
drones,
Cessna.
those drones are so expensive that as soon as that drone knows that it only has enough energy to get back to its base, it'll go straight back to its base.
Right. Like otherwise,
So just follow it. It's eventually going to go right back home.
And then I watched this one tech guy. He was actually one of the guys who works for the big companies that make the large drones, the really big ones, like the small car-sized drones. And he's like, this is not really a big deal, people. He's like, they're all run off of RF codes and radio signals. You could probably find it yourself by just doing a little internet sleuthing and figuring out what codes they're using. You know, tracking in the area. And I'm like, if this guy's talking about that, like the government's telling us that they can't find it,
Yeah. Right.
or maybe they just don't care enough. They're like, we're not putting money into this. Let these people be morons, think they're aliens and fucking conspiracies and motherships from Iran. They just let it run.
Yeah, the government wouldn't want to waste any money on
Right. They're like,
anything.
we've got gold toilets to buy. Like,
They're $1 billion each. Oh, by the way, I owe the government money.
dude, what? Wait a minute.
Well, I owe lots of billionaires money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. I can't tell when you're serious sometimes. Wait.
I do. I have a mortgage on my house.
Oh,
Yeah, the people that own my house own
Yeah.
everyone on this whole block, and
Yeah.
they're billionaires forever and ever, and I owe them money.
Yeah.
Got to go to work tomorrow.
I thought you meant like like your taxes came back and you somehow owed them.
Oh,
money.
no.
I haven't had to pay them taxes in a long time.
Yeah, me
I get
neither.
money. I always get money back. So that's it. Yeah, I don't know how we went from the end of the being drones to me getting a job as a wildlife gamekeeper.
Yeah.
Either
That
way,
is
it's
cool,
exciting. They're both exciting.
Yeah, so yeah.
One is just much more labor intensive.
Holy moly. Yeah, you know what?
But I got a nice tan.
Yeah.
And I'm outside and I'm working. You know what? It feels good to work again. Yeah. I know that sounds crazy and a lot. Like, I'm not a fan. Like I like 50-50. I like to do 50% physical, 50% mental, so that you're not like overstressing one or the other. Right. But you get the times. It's rough. You got to think on your feet, or at least think in a truck.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway, moving on. So thanks for listening to my crazy story and all the tangents we went on for that. Christmas drones and such.
That's right.
All right, mate. Thanks for listening to A Lifetime of Conversations. Don't forget you can leave us comments on Spotify and or YouTube. We would love to hear from you. You are all socially awkward. Please send us some comments. Tell us we're a bunch of raving morons. Give us an anecdote from your life or something you think the drones are. Or, I don't know, what do you do for a living? Is it similar to anything that we talk about? If not, just leave a comment. It'd be great. Nothing, Rob?
I'm just soaking it all in. I'm actually going to leave you an email.
I don't want an email. Leave a comment.
I'll leave a comment.
Email is so 2002.
You just told me to email you idiot.
No, a comment.
All right.
Like an IM, like an instant messenger.
It's not going to be nice, but fine.
I don't care if it's not nice. At least it'll be something.
All right. So everybody.
We're New Yorkers, man. It's like insult, compliment. They go hand in hand. If it's one and one, we're like, okay, that's good.
Like, are you freaking kidding me? With 3 question marks says everything. You know exactly what they're talking about. Oh yeah, the other day when I said that thing about the eggs, and it was probably that guy that called in. Hey, forget about it, buddy. That means I'm sorry. Yeah,
I know.
Well, forget about it means everything. It just depends on we should do a podcast on that. Like New York words that we use that mean 1,000 things. Forget about it means like depends. I
mean,
it's like, sir, do you want that bagel toasted? Forget about it. Of course, I want
pretty
my
much
bagel.
Means yes, of course.
Yeah. All right, buddy, are you going to pay with your credit card today?
See, I wonder, we're outside the game though. We've been gone over 20 years. How can we go back and think that things haven't changed, or like these types of little idiosyncrasies hasn't, like, the social structure hasn't changed?
Are you telling me that forget about it is not what it used to be?
Maybe
Dave,
like,
I have one thing to say about
Brooklyn,
that.
Upper East Side specifically,
right.
But I don't know. Like,
forget about it. Whatever.
Anyway, well, you know what? We'll come back with another conversation about that.
Yeah, forget about it. See, that actually, when I said that actually meant, fuck you, forget about it. I don't care anymore. But when I said forget about it, hey, come on, I love this guy. Forget about it.
Now he's just rambling, folks. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to A Lifetime of Conversations.
Peace.